Hello there, Aquarius. How are you doing today? It's so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I am so grateful that you're here. So today we're doing your weekly tarot reading. This is good for the week of March 7th through the 13th. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we're going to go to the tarot to get some more details and advice from Spirit. See what is going on in your week. And if you're resonating with the message or enjoying the content that I create, I really appreciate it if you would consider a like, commenting, or subscribing. Okay, so let's jump in. Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. One of my favorite cards in this deck. But it is an indication that you could be flitting from one thing to another. You are an air sign, right? But it's this energy of, just taking a breath, enjoying what's right in front of you instead of having this wonder if there's something better out there. Oh, really interesting message. Okay, Yang. Yeah, wanting to take action. I feel like you're wanting to take action, but it's almost like you don't know which option to take an action with. So like a hummingbird, right? Flits from one flower to the other, never spending very much time in any one flower. But it's this energy of focusing on one flower and trying to get as much as you can out of that flower. And think about hummingbirds, they're collecting nectar, right? Sweetness. And so it's the sweetness in something that I really feel like is right in front of you. That's the message I'm getting. Okay, let's go to the tarot. Let's figure this out. Okay, here is your energy, your present energy, the Knight of Swords. That is very much the hummingbird spirit. Look at it. The hummingbird's beak almost looks like a sword, right? And the Knight of Swords is very determined, very focused, but also almost like acting very quickly, sometimes irrationally, I should say. And that's a little bit of that hummingbird spirit. It's kind of like, oh, I'll try this. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, I'll try this. Oh, that didn't work. I'll try that. And it's almost this energy of, trying to bring something into balance, but having difficulty getting it to balance. I feel like you're trying a lot of options. It's not that you're not trying. There's a lot of energy here that you are putting a lot of time and energy and thought into this. So let's see what your obstacle is, the High Priestess. Yeah, this is an energy of going within, listening to your intuition. I feel like, when you're in this energy a little bit, it's like fear driven. Fear is driving you. For instance, this is coming up. It doesn't mean that this will resonate with you, but, sometimes like when our finances are really tight, you might, flip from one thing to the next because we're kind of like looking for something that'll help us with our finances. Like say, maybe you already have a job, but you feel really tight with your finances, and then, you're getting a second job, and, maybe you're trying to sell some stuff that you have that you don't use anymore. It's like trying all these options to try to bring something into balance, but it's coming out of a sense almost of, I want to say desperation, anxiety, instead of a sense of, oh, this is something I really want, Okay, so let's see what your advice is. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, money. Money is really coming out strongly here for me. The Four of Pentacles is a misery, holding on to your money. Some of you, could be actually spending too much money, might be flitting around spending a lot of money, but maybe you do need to hold on to your money a little bit more tightly. Yeah. Empress is on the bottom. I love this energy. I don't feel like, even if you're shelling out a lot of money right now, I don't think it's out of an energy of, oh, I want this because, like binge spending. Okay. Binge spending. It's not like that. I feel like you may be shelling out a lot of money trying to get a business started, or get an idea off the ground. You may have like a lot of, this is a sense of family too. You may have like a lot of family obligations, just like a lot of bills coming in. You're really busy trying to bring this into balance. So let's see what your outcome is. This really feels a lot like, almost like a career and money reading. I am going to do those next week. Hierophant, nice. Coming into balance. If this is kind of like family finances of some sort, I feel like things are going to calm down. By getting back into there's the justice on the bottom. I love it. For some of you, it could be that you're getting a legal, getting some legal matter cleared up that helps with your finances. If you've been going to court trying to, collect child support or something like that, or an insurance settlement, that won't resonate with everybody. But I do feel like it's coming into balance. And it's when, look at these two, the High Priestess and the Hierophant. This is a very spiritual, grounded energy, and considered, like a spiritual couple. I feel as if, tapping into your intuition, quieting your mind, because I really feel like your mind is just going 100 miles an hour. And trying to quiet your mind. This yang here, I feel like you're almost overacting in this situation about quieting your mind and finding the right action. It's not that you shouldn't be taking action in this situation. It's finding the focused action to take instead of just trying to, try one idea after another without almost testing to see which one is working, if there is one working. Okay, so Knight of Swords. Yeah. Wow. Page of Cups, a sense of an apology perhaps coming in, but I love this energy. You're very determined to turn the wheel, to get the blessings going in your way, by standing in your truth. I feel like for some of you, it's almost as if you're wanting to speak your truth. Again, you could be like in some type of a legal settlement, or, actually in a court case of some sort. But there's this sense of you feeling like you have to speak your truth in order to get the blessings to come in your way. This is fortune turning in your favor. I really like this energy because, the Queen of Swords here, she takes the sword and cuts out everything that is not working. And that could be where some of this energy is that, you may be cutting out a lot of expenses that are not necessary. You could be, really getting determined about trying to get your finances in a better shape. But I really like the Ace of Swords here. It's like having victory and knowing that you are doing this truthfully. There's no backhanded. I don't feel like you have any backhanded, you're not trying to shortchange anybody else. It's a lovely energy of just being really determined to bring into your life the blessings that you feel like you deserve. So let's see what the High Priestess is, because this is your obstacle. I feel like you're really determined, but I get a strong sense the Spirit wants to help you with this. It's like Spirit can see the path, can see the answer. That I feel like you are, honestly, kind of almost like trying to, run around and find. You're trying to find your new start with the Ace of Wands. You're wanting a fresh start, but you're just trying to find your way with it. So let's see what the High Priestess is. Six of Wands, getting victory in this situation. Okay, the King of Swords is coming out. I really feel like for some of you, this is like a settlement between you and somebody else. It could be somebody that you were married to, but it could also be that you are trying to stand up for somebody that you were married to or are married to. Maybe somebody that at this time can't stand up for themselves for one reason or another. I have the sense that, there's a lot of conflict here, but you're wanting a fresh start. This is your obstacle, is about going inward to find the way to overcome whatever, conflict. This is kind of gossipy. I kind of almost wonder if you found a truth out about the King of Swords. I really feel like, this is your energy of standing and trying to get, look at the Queen of Swords is looking at the Wheel of Fortune, looking for the blessings, wanting good things to come your way. Very determined about it. It's as if the King of Swords is your obstacle. It could be, even if you're married to this person, there's something you want to do, but the person you're married to, the King of Swords, is kind of like, no, I really don't want us to go do that. Maybe you're determined to start your own business and they're kind of like, no, we don't have the money to start any new businesses, or you want to move or buy a new house. And, the King of Swords, gender doesn't matter, but the King of Swords is saying no. And the King of Swords kind of is one of those people that's kind of stubborn, a little bit of a stubborn energy. So even if it's not somebody that you are married to or in a long-term committed relationship with, it's this energy of stubbornness. Somebody is being stubborn here. So what's the Four of Pentacles? This is your advice. Wow, the Moon. Divine timing. There's also fear here. If the fear can be subconscious, oh my gosh. King of Cups and King of Pentacles. You got 3 kings here. Lots of divine masculine energy here. 5 of Pentacles. There's a fear of not being able, that either this is you are concerned that the person you're dealing with, I think you're kind of dealing with somebody. The person that you're dealing with isn't able to be, express their opinions, their love in a very calm and open way, and also be grounded. There's a sense of this situation, there's a lot of fear that this situation may not provide what it is that you're looking for. Almost a sense of blocking this, and yet at the same time trying to build something stable. Yeah, you're working really hard. I think you are working, but you're also getting on top of whatever this is. There's something about dropping the burdens. I feel as if the burdens have something to do with the fears. The fear of this business not working out, the fear of this relationship not working out. There's a sense of needing to almost bring light, because wrong card, moon. The moon card. In the shadows of the night, we don't necessarily see the path in front of us. And I feel like that's part of it, is that there's shadows. You can't see the path ahead. There needs to be a plan. You need to follow the plan. And yet at the same time, there's this sense of, okay, I'm working on my plan. I feel like you have to drop the burden of the outcome that you're looking for. And just concentrate on your work, on progressing this in the way that is in a grounded energy. So I'm going to give you an example. Say, you are starting a business and you have, I feel like you've done a good job of, setting up your business plan, say. And say, the first month you wanted to profit $1,000. Okay. I'm just going to pull numbers out. And the first month you only made 500. And then the second month you were like, okay, well, this time I'm going to make 1,000, and that then maybe you only made 750. It's as if you are focusing on the outcome, how much money you're making, instead of focusing on how much your work is helping you to overcome some other obstacles in yourself, in your environment. The Four of Pentacles is this sense of you're holding back because you're almost, I'm going to say this way. It's almost as if you're holding yourself back because you don't really think that what you're working on, whether this is a relationship or a business or a job or whatever, is actually going to work out. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm not putting all my time and energy into this unless I know that it's going to work out. But that's what the universe is saying to you. Your spirit guides, your angels are saying, you have to release the outcome. The outcome might be so much bigger than you're thinking. You're looking at the bottom line and saying, yeah, but I'm not making as much money as I thought I would make at this. It's okay, because what they want you to know is that you are building a strong foundation with the Four of Pentacles. You're building something that's really, really strong. It's just going to maybe take a little longer than you thought. And to just concentrate on building it, on staying on top of it, on building it. I'm going to say that, one of the things that I'm kind of toying with here is we don't have a lot of cups energy. In fact, we don't have any cups, right? Dropping the burden of the outcome. And, let's just pull 3 more, because I feel like what I'm feeling is not in the cards in a little bit. The message I'm getting is just enjoy the process. A little bit of enjoying the process, bringing this whole thing into balance by enjoying the process a little bit. So let's see what we have here. Page of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Wow. The World. Okay, so I feel like this is kind of what I was feeling, right? It's kind of like, I think part of this journey is that you're needing to get somewhat wisdom, because we have the Hierophant in the end here, right? You're getting somewhat wisdom about yourself, about focusing on what is bringing you a sense of joy and love in your work. Are you only really loving your work when the money is flowing? When you have, I think I lost, we had the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles, right? Are you only loving your work when the King of Cups, are you only loving your work when you're in the King of Pentacles energy? Or can you stay in that energy of loving your work no matter how much money is coming in? And yet at the same time knowing that whatever you're working on is building a strong foundation for something that will bring you long-term stability in the future. You know, it's releasing that outcome of needing to see the outcome right now, to trusting the universe that it is on its way. It's just not here right now. It's about, okay, focus right here and now. Don't focus on where you want the business to be in a year. Focus on putting your love into it right now. What you're learning is there's this energy of one day you don't like what you're creating or this relationship or situation. The next day you do. And it's all dependent upon how many pentacles or tangible things that you're getting out of it. Tangible things, you know, it could be the money, it could be, you know, validation, just external validation. I think the lesson here is that you're building a belief about yourself, because the Hierophant is about belief systems, right? I feel like you're working through this situation in order to understand that true love doesn't come from outside of us. It comes from inside of us. Our joy comes from our perspective of our purpose and what we are creating in the world. It's not about the validation of how much money we're making or how many people actually enjoy what we're creating. You know, our society does not, you know, kind of focuses on, oh, how much money are you making on that, right? Which, you know, is an indication, perhaps, you know, of, you know, success in your idea, but that's not the indication of success. Wow, really interesting. Okay, so let's see what the Hierophant has. King of Wands, Nine of Swords, the Emperor. Yeah, the Strength card. You're needing a lot of strength right now, Aquarius. I would say that, you know, there is this sense of meditating, you know, of clearing some of this energy of fear. Oh, look at this. Ace of Cups, and then we have the Devil. It is about who is bringing, oh, this is so lovely. Who's bringing this Ace of Cups? Who, you know, the Ace of Cups represents how you feel about yourself. You know, I think I'm going to do a video on that, because a lot of times we think, oh, this is new love coming in. Okay, which the Ace of Cups can represent. But this is really about how you perceive yourself, how you love yourself. Are you loving yourself only when outside external people, situations are loving you or what you're creating? Or do you love yourself because of the strength and the courage that you have to stay committed to something and to stay committed to it because you love it, right? Not because somebody says, oh, you're creating a great thing there. And I'm not saying, like, when, you know, when I get nice comments, right, on my channel, it really does brighten my day. But then some days I have, you know, like very few comments, you know. It's about recognizing the fact that what you're putting out there, your love and joy, needs to be based more on how you feel about yourself than about how other people feel about what it is that you're creating. Wow. Because we have the Hierophant, and that's exactly, you know, this is your outcome. Coming into this belief that, hey, I am the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is a leader, right? The King of Wands doesn't care what anybody thinks about what, you know, he's creating. Gender doesn't matter. And the Emperor, like the Emperor is full of money, right? Like I feel like you are going to have all this confidence to create this empire, to create this money, this wealth that you are looking for. And to be able to put away the anxiety of, does anybody like what I'm producing here? Does anybody care? It's about bringing into balance this energy of what other people think, okay, and what you think. And the only thing that really matters is what you think. I mean, if you're creating for the good of the world, because we did have the world card underneath, if you're creating something out of your own heart and passion and desire to make the world a better place to be, that's all that counts. That's all that counts. The rest will come. It may not come tomorrow. It may not come tomorrow. But that is what you're being asked to change about yourself, is the belief system that the only success is when other people like what you're creating. The truth of the matter is it only counts if you like what you're creating. Okay, what if it isn't true? Oh my goodness. The thing you are telling yourself right now, the concrete reason why you think you don't belong, you can't do it, you won't get there, you're not enough, or it's not for you. What if it wasn't true? It's time for a soul chat. Close your eyes, put your hands on your heart, and ask the wise one within you. What if it isn't true? What else might be possible? What lie do I need to let go of to reach my soul's truth? And remember, we had this 10 of Wands. This is the lie that you have to let go of. This is the burden that is preventing you from stepping into your true authentic self and putting yourself out there. Because Aquarius, that is what we need in this world, right? People that are coming from a very good place and sharing their creativity, their ideas, when they're for the good of all, right? There is a difference. Okay, how can this be a wonderful win-win? Yes, and I feel like for some of you, you may have, a partner here, either a romantic partner or a business partner. The two of you may be seeing this situation in different eyes. And it's about, okay, how can we make this a win-win for us and for the world? Really nice. All right, Aquarius, I am going to leave it there. I do wish you so much love and light. And I hope that you enjoyed this reading. And if you did resonate with it, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.